Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're breaking down a highly realistic, totally actionable roadmap to escaping those average societal expectations so you can build real, lasting wealth. If you're completely over being told to just accept a mediocre paycheck and settle for a normal life, you are absolutely in the right place. We're going to decode a 5-stage process from our source material that maps out exactly what it takes to build wealth while you're still young. And we're going to focus heavily on the most crucial part of this whole thing: discovering your specific income pathway.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to be completely honest with yourself right now. Are you on a defined path, or are you just drifting? Right now, I know so many ambitious people who are just completely frozen by all the conflicting financial advice out there. One day someone's yelling at you that dropshipping is the way to go. The next day it's day trading or crypto or real estate. Having all these choices kind of leads to major decision paralysis. And here's the harsh reality. When you don't pick a path because you're terrified of making the wrong choice, life simply picks one for you.
So here's the roadmap we're going to decode today. 1. The trap of drifting. 2. Choosing your obsession. 3. Discovering income pathways, which, spoiler alert, is your ultimate cheat code. 4. The lonely chapter. And finally, 5. Freedom versus true wealth. Let's get right into it.
Starting with stage 1, the trap of drifting. Basically just floating through life. When you allow life to just happen to you, the system naturally keeps you exactly where you are, which, let's face it, is usually broke. Drifters float from one job to the next, maybe one trendy side hustle to another, always hoping that some lucky break is just right around the corner. But true wealth? It is never built on luck. There's a harsh truth you really need to remember here. If you aren't building your own dream, then someone else will hire you to build theirs. Nobody is waking up in the morning stressing about how to make you rich. The only person who's going to put your success first is you. So ask yourself, are your actions actually matching your ambitions, or are you just floating?
To escape that drift, we have to move to stage 2, choosing your obsession. You have to actually decide to get rich.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how you can change your entire life trajectory in a single moment with just one firm decision to become obsessed. You see, a lot of people claim they want to be wealthy, but they act as what we call arrogant goal stackers. They want to get rich, learn the guitar, train for a marathon, and become fluent in a second language all at the exact same time. It's impossible. Becoming truly wealthy is something only a tiny, tiny fraction of the population ever achieves. True wealth building requires you to drop the juggling act and lock in. The obsessed wealth builder focuses on one thing and one thing only.
And this brings us right to the core of our explainer. Stage 3, discovering income pathways, finding your proven blueprint.
Because, look, being obsessed isn't enough on its own. You have to figure out exactly how to make the money. This is where so many people get stuck because they mistakenly think they need to invent some revolutionary new app or find the next massive cryptocurrency before everyone else. You don't need to be an innovator at all. Instead, you just need a proven pathway. What's that? It's a replicable blueprint for mastering a money-making skill uncovered by studying someone who is already successfully doing it. It is literally a cheat code for life. You get to skip all of their painful early mistakes and progress infinitely faster than they ever did. We're talking about high-income skills that are working right now, today. Video editing, drop shipping, deal negotiating, short-form content creation, or running an eBay store. There are young people using these exact pathways today to pull in over $100,000 a year in pure profit. No joke. The beauty of these pathways is that they're based entirely on providing real, tangible value. You get paid in direct proportion to the exact value you provide to the market.
So how do you actually extract this blueprint in the real world? Our source material shares this brilliant anecdote. When a founder was looking to open a radio-controlled model shop, he didn't just sit in his room and guess what customers wanted. He followed 3 steps. First, he went out and got a basic Saturday job at a local model shop. Second, he acted like an absolute sponge, talking to customers constantly. And third, he specifically noted exactly what was holding those customers back. He actually spent his Sundays interviewing people to uncover their exact market pain points. You can apply this exact kind of research phase to any skill today, whether it's physical or digital.
The golden rule for this phase? Find someone ahead of you, and honestly, steal their blueprint. Now, you don't want to follow some flashy influencer who's just famous for being famous. You want to find people whose money comes directly from their skills, not a massive personal brand. Go search for these individuals in niche Discord communities, look on Instagram, or even check out local sports clubs. Find them, study how they operate behind the scenes, and mirror their proven pathway.
Which leads us to stage 4, the lonely chapter. You have to endure if you want to accelerate.
So the crucial point is, to accelerate your blueprint, you'll really have to put in the reps and be entirely willing to suck at it first. If you're offering a service, do it for free initially. If you sell products, just launch the messy store. Your first results won't be amazing, and that is exactly how it's supposed to be. But here's the real danger zone: getting feedback from your family and friends. They love you, they want to protect your feelings, and frankly, they lack the industry experience to tell you what you're actually doing wrong. To truly accelerate, you desperately need a sledgehammer taken to that protective bubble. You need constructive criticism from outside people who can spot what is holding you back and aren't afraid to tell you the truth.
And let's be real, this process can be totally brutal. Let's trace the timeline of this lonely chapter. Our source notes an example of a young man who skipped university to master videography. For the first 6 months, it's a total solo grind, just you in your room practicing. By year 1, you naturally start disconnecting from old friends who don't share your ambitions. By year 2, you find yourself in this incredibly strange, quiet middle ground. You've outgrown your old circle, but you aren't successful enough yet to hang out with your idols. It isn't until year 3 and beyond that you finally start making friends with other successful peers. You just have to be prepared to endure this lonely timeline.
Which brings us to our final stage. Stage 5, freedom versus true wealth. Realizing that you are the asset. Once you master a pathway, the money is going to start rolling in. But having freedom and cash flow doesn't automatically make you truly wealthy. Think about $1,000. When people start making decent money, they are incredibly eager to drop $1,000 on the latest iPhone, a flashy car, or designer clothes, simply to impress other people. But at the exact same time, those exact same people will stubbornly refuse to reinvest a mere $200 into themselves, whether that's paying for a course, buying a book, or joining a specialized networking community. This stubborn refusal to reinvest in their own skills is exactly why they stay stuck and never reach true generational wealth.
And this brilliantly illustrates the Great Divide. On one side, you have rich spenders, whose main goal is impressing others by buying luxury vacations and flashy cars. And then you have true wealth builders. They realize that they are their own greatest asset, so they constantly reinvest to multiply their income. The skills you develop compound over time, just like money does. True wealth builders aggressively pour their money into index funds, new skills, and books to build out multiple, reliable streams of income.
So, I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Will you spend today on meaningless things, or will you step up and reinvest in your future self? Remember, any time or money wasted today is literally stolen from your future. Stop drifting, find your proven income pathway, and start building. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. I'll catch you in the next one.